Alrighty, folks, something I hear each and every day is housing is unaffordable. I also hear from a lot of investors that they want to get started, but their stack is not very big. I want to introduce you to a company that came to me, Real Bricks, and I think they might have the solution for you, but we're going to talk what they are, what do they do, and if they are right for you. Nick, how you doing? What's going on?
Doing great. Thanks for having me on, Mike. Really appreciate it. Super excited to chat with you.
Absolutely. So first and foremost, of the 100 or so emails I get, you are one of the one or two that I decide to take to the next step. So, and that's because I think Real Bricks offers something to the audience. So first off, I don't know, I guess congratulations. I think you are solving a unique need in the market. But instead of me describing it, why don't you tell me why Real Bricks exists? What do they do? What's the kind of what's the market?
Yeah, really appreciate you saying that. So, I've been in real estate for about a decade now, and I've known you for a while and have been following your podcast and videos. So, thank you for all the content. Thought you'd be a perfect fit for us because, one rental at a time is really a way that's going to help people generate wealth. And what RealBricks does is we take it even a step further because obviously buying a house is a big step for a lot of people, for most people, right?
Sure.
Not only your primary, but if you start getting into rentals, it's another down payment, it's another credit check, it's another mortgage,
Mm-hmm.
it's another agent you're dealing with. And when you close on a property, you've got to hire a property manager, deal with the tenants, deal with repairs. It's a lot of work. Um, if people have the time and bandwidth and capital to do it, then great, go for it, right? Like that's what's going to generate you wealth long term, and that's what you have your show for.
Mm-hmm.
But not everyone can do that, so that's where RealBricks comes into play, and it's fractional real estate. So they're, as far as the platform goes, fractional real estate is a relatively new concept in the space. And what we're doing is we're allowing the everyday investor to get started in real estate without having to jump through all those hoops. So you can get started with a very low amount. Um, when you're comparing it to buying a house, the numbers start to look a lot less scary and make a lot more sense. And then you're still building, right? You can invest at any time. We'll get into that. But yeah, the long and short of it is we're helping more and more people get into real estate without having to take that giant step of buying a house.
Well, let's one of the things we often do in our first conversations is we're just doing definitions. So you've talked about something called fractional real estate. We shouldn't assume everybody knows what that is. So why don't you define what fractional real estate is?
Yeah, absolutely. So fractional real estate means that instead of making an offer and closing and taking title, um, RealBricks has purchased these homes already, all cash, which is a difference with us and some other providers. And then we went to the SEC. We filed them through what's called a Regulation A offering, and that allows us to sell the homes in the form of shares. Very similar to you going out and buying a stock in Apple or Amazon or Google. But what you're doing is you're buying stock in a cash flowing rental home.
Hmm.
So these homes are occupied, they're cash flowing. And as an investor and as a shareholder, really, you're entitled to a portion of that income. So you're getting paid every 3 months from the rental income. It's a quarterly payout.
Nice.
And you're also gaining appreciation, just as if you were to go out today and buy a house for 300K somewhere, you hold on to it for 5, 10 years and sell it for 400K. The same concept applies here. Really, every concept that goes to the traditional way of investing applies here as well. So you'll be able to sell your shares in the future as well.
So so again, I love all of this because I have so many more questions. So the first thing I heard you say is want to verify again, Real Bricks goes out and buys these homes cash. So there's no debt, correct?
Correct.
Awesome. Now I'm curious when you talk about, we'll just make up an address, 123 Main Street, it's just a fake address, 123 Main Street, the moon, whatever. Um, when you put it out there, are you like most stocks, you're saying, hey, this 123 Main Street, there are 200 shares and only 200 shares. That way it can't be oversubscribed, right? Do you declare that upfront? That way one of the outside investors will know, hey, I own, I don't know, 5% of 123 Main Street, right? Do we know how many shares are allocated per asset?
Correct. So
Oh,
on
very cool.
on each property page, you'll see the exact amount of shares that it started with and how many shares are remaining. Um,
So
once
you can calculate how much you own of that asset.
Yeah, and on the order page, when you're making the investment, when you type in the amount of shares that you're buying, it'll actually tell you the equity that you'd own in the property. So
That's awesome.
the math works on these Omaha properties that we have right now. the math works out where about a $4,000 investment gets you 1% of the home, because the homes
Mm,
are around 400K.
I like it. So again, I love the full disclosure. I like everything being upfront. I also like that you're not running, I don't know, some kind of scheme where you could over allocate and, just run it up, right? You
Yeah,
buy it for 4, but you take 800 and that's your slush fund to go buy the next one, right? I think some people would call that a Ponzi scheme. So again, I love the fact that it's declared up front. I love the fact that you can calculate your equity position right up front. And again, the other thing you said I want to verify here is there are quarterly distributions. Is that correct?
correct. So every quarter, investors get a dividend. It's a cash dividend,
Oh, dividend. Okay, there you go.
and where it goes is into what's called their RealBricks wallet. And when you get that in there, there's a little button next to it that says transfer to bank. So we make it really easy to withdraw your dividends. What
Mhm.
most people plan on doing, though, is holding them in there and continuing to grow their rental income, right? As
Sure.
most people who are looking to buy real estate are looking for a long-term buy and hold. Obviously, there's flips and all that good stuff, but this is really meant to be a long-term investment that you're growing, at your own pace.
I like it. So again, I think you said it was a Regulation A, which means you don't have to be accredited, if I understand the landscape of the SEC. Is that correct?
Correct. Yep. So you don't have to be accredited. Um, Minimums are low. The maximum that any investor can put in is about a 9.5% ownership stake, which comes out to be about 3,600 shares, about $36,000. That's
Now,
just
is that in any individual asset or across the board?
in any individual asset. So you could own a 9.5% ownership stake in each of the properties that we have.
Now, what I'm just curious because I don't know. Is that just one of the SEC rules? Why would it be capped sub 10%?
Yeah, so it's an SEC thing, and then when
Okay.
you sign up on our website or the app, there's a guideline in there. It's not enforced, but it'll tell you if you're not accredited that you
Hmm.
can't put in, more than X amount of your net
Okay.
worth. Yeah.
No, I like it. I like it. So again, since it's not accredited and it sounds like we're doing smaller sample size, are we seeing people getting started for $100? Is it $500? Where's the kind of, whet my appetite, whet my beak? Where do people start?
Yeah, great question. So that's another reason I love working here is I'm talking with all different types of people on the phone all day. Some people will say, "Hey Nick, I need to wait until next Friday when I get my paycheck to put 100 in." And that's great. We love those investors, right? They're getting started in real estate and something that
Yeah.
they would have never been able to do, or at least not in their present state. And then I talk with people who have a portfolio of 10 homes and they're either selling those or they're looking to add to their portfolio, but they just don't want to be hands on anymore. So they're putting in 25, 30K, right?
Mm,
And then it's fully passive. They're not having to do anything. We've been
yep.
hitting an 8% return on these properties, an 8% cap rate, which our investors have been very happy with. So it's really a range. I mean, the minimum is $100, which is 10 shares. Each
Okay.
individual share is $10.
Oh, I like it.
And then there's that maximum. So it's really, anywhere in between. We get quite a few people putting in 5K because at 8%, that's about $100 a quarter that
Yeah,
you
that
can
makes
start
sense.
reinvesting. So yeah, it's a whole range of different types of investors.
I like it. So let's paint a picture back to 123 Main Street. You buy it. It's one of the properties in Omaha. You just locked up. You sell it out in the first 30 days. What's the hold period, right? Does it say 123 Main Street's plan is hold for 10 years? Is it hold forever? Like what's the exit for one of these assets you just bought?
Yeah, great question. So there's really two exits. The first would be kind of our gold standard, which we're really excited for, is the secondary market. So that's a platform within our platform that we've already built, and it essentially is going to make it more like you are just trading stocks.
Mm.
So the way that works is once a property has been fully funded, it will move to our secondary market where you can then go and trade your shares if you
Ah,
wanted to, right? It's an option. So
okay.
the idea is that let's say you bought, 1,000 shares today at $10, and then in a year it's on the secondary market and you check and they're trading at $12 a share, right? Sell them.
Yeah. Appreciation or whatever. Yep. Makes
Yep.
sense. Okay.
The other exit strategy would be if we ever did sell a property on the MLS, which we recently did with one of them. In that case, we're going to sell it for higher than what we bought it for, or else we wouldn't sell it.
Right.
And anyone who's invested in it would get their initial investment back. Plus, you get a little payday based on the appreciation
Of
and
course.
how much equity you have in the property. Yep.
Nice. Now, again, is that at the I'm guessing it's at the sole discretion of Real Bricks, the executives, the portfolio team, as the because when I play this out in my mind, this fractional ownership looks very sexy. It seems like you're going down a path that will bring in a lot of appetite. Again, just playing this out with my audience and what I've seen. But at some point, it's going to be 2035, right? A decade from now. And you're probably going to have some tired assets. You're going to have some assets that need heavy lifts, and you're going to be like, it's time to sell. So I know it's hard to look that far into the future, but I'm guessing when I look at the picture, so who the owners are, right? Because everybody has the shares. It's fully sold out. You can't oversubscribe. You have a secondary market where people can trade in and out. But at some point, Real Bricks is going to sell. And I'm guessing you just notify the shareholders like, hey, or, we're going to sell and closing date is X. I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's the way it currently is it's, up to Real Bricks, portfolio team and when we sell and when we don't sell.
Sure.
To your question
Makes
about
sense.
the future, I do see it more as if it is a publicly traded company that you're being invited on email to the shareholder meeting, right? And you can vote if you get those emails, right? If you own
Oh, that's
stock.
true. You'll know who's a part of 123 Main Street, so you can have quote unquote Zoom calls with just 123 Main Street.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I think it'll be really cool. We can say, hey, we bought this for 400K in 2022. We have an offer for 500K. Do you want to sell?
Right.
Yes or no? Here's what your payout would be.
There you
So
go. That makes sense.
I think that'll be a really interesting thing to look
I
into
like
and
it.
look forward to. Yeah.
I like it. So again, this makes a lot of sense for me if people have a little bit of cash to put to work. You can get in the game. I'm curious, and maybe it's too soon, but I'm going to ask anyway. Like when these quarterly dividends come out, do you send out like a one-page PDF that says here's a summary of 123 Main Street and why you made $17 or whatever it was? Like, do you send out a summary of the last 90 days or no?
That's a great idea. And right after this meeting, I'll let our team know to have like a little summary on the performance that quarter. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I think if I'm just trying to think of my audience, they a lot of them will look at this, I think, and put some money to work. But they're also the type of audience that wants to see that it's working, and just getting a dividend's not enough, right? They want to see the math behind the dividend, like, oh, we had a clogged toilet or whatever, right? Because you have all the data, you're clearly running these things, you have the operations. I think if you found a template to summarize the last 90 days of expenses, I think people would be just like, I love this. I can validate the math.
Yeah, 100% agree with you. I think that's a great idea. And I'm sure that we have something that we could even push out today because
I'm sure you do.
actually, because yesterday was actually the last day of the quarter. And then I don't know if you post your videos same day, but if anyone invested today, that actually would make it in time for dividends that go out later this week.
Of course.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure we could put something together, and then if in the future it's something that's more like a PDF, really breaking it down, I think that would be really valuable.
Yeah, I strongly suggest doing this. Again, you have portfolio managers, and what I envision, again, just playing with this in real time, kind of like a 5 to 8 sentence summary from the portfolio manager. Like, hey, I run 123 Main Street. This is what the last 90 days look like to me. Then there's kind of like the Excel, like here are the 7 expenses, that came out of rent. And here's the rent, here's the 7 expenses, here's the number. And that's how the dividend occurs. I think you can templatize a lot of it.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea. Something I'll definitely bring up to the team. Thank you.
Very, very, very cool. So again, when I think about this going forward, I love the fact that this could be for newbies getting started that are trying to save up. They can also get engaged and watch properties perform. But it also could be for somebody that's, getting out. And they're selling property XYZ and they're like, hey, I want to put 30K to work and truly make it passive. This is as passive could get.
It really is. It's almost too passive. You're like,
no such thing, Nick. There's no such thing.
If your viewers and audience has Robinhood, it's like you're checking it first thing in the morning every day, right? This is not that. This is, you check in, you see the new inventory that comes to the site, you diversify, invest more, but you're really not having to watch a ticker go up and down. I mean, it's real estate, right? It, generally speaking, goes up, and there's really not much you need to do in between dividends. You're not dealing with the tenants or property manager or us, right? I mean, I'm here to speak with people and talk strategy and go over their goals, but it is really, really passive.
Well, let's get people poking at this, because my audience is one thing to get started. This is definitely going to get some action. I'm going to guess the website's just realbricks.com. Realbricks.com. And then if somebody wanted to poke around, where should we send them? Like, what are some pages on Real Bricks? Where should they go look at the properties that are available? What's that?
Yeah, so we've built the website to be super easy, and then where most people use our platform is actually an app. So we are available on both the Google Play Store and App Store, so Android and iPhone.
Nice.
Uh, and basically, what you do is you visit the website or the app, you sign up. Since we are registered with the SEC, it's going to ask you for some information, right? You put your name
Sure.
in, address, you upload a photo ID, put
Yeah.
your
Verify who you are. Yep.
yeah, verify who you are, and then to invest, you link your bank account through a system called Plaid. It's really easy to do.
Okay.
That whole process takes about 4 minutes, right? It's
Hmm.
really quick. And then the marketplace is right there on the homepage, right? You just scroll down, you look at the inventory, look at the estimated returns. We tend to try to be conservative in the estimated returns. For example,
Sure.
these Omaha properties we have a 6.5% yield posted, but we're on pace to hit 8% on the year.
Yeah.
If you click into a property, you can read about the neighborhood, you can read about schools, the purchase price, share value, all that good stuff, how many shares are remaining.
Yep.
You can pull up the offering circular for any of your audience who really want to dig into the weeds. This
I
is,
like it.
again, registered with SEC, so there's an offering circular with everything in
Hmm.
there.
Beautiful.
And then to invest, it's really easy, right? You just click buy now. You type in your PIN, which you set up, right, just for security.
Sure.
Type in the amount of shares you want and complete the order. Then you'll
Nice.
get a flood of 3 emails from us. Everything's tracked right in the app.
Yeah.
So it's super quick and easy to invest.
Nice. And you've done something special for our community, given this introduction. You set up a referral code that gets them something extra. What's that all about?
Yeah. So when you're on the order page, there's a little box that says referral code. And for your audience, we've set up um, a bonus of $50 worth of shares
Oh, wow.
on your first investment. It's just kind of a welcome and thank you. And that's ORAAT 50.
And that's
Um,
all one word, right? ORAAT, folks, stands for one rental at a time. So thank you very much for that. In 50, that's the extra $50. So or at 50. So that's 7 letters, or I guess 5 letters and 2 numbers. Or at
yeah.
50.
Yep. Yep. It's really easy to type in there. We'll see it come across and then bonus you those shares. And it just goes to the same property that you just invested in. So there's that. And then just
Some
a
free
quick,
money. I like it. Free money.
yeah, exactly. And just to piggyback on that real quick, Mike, is that we do have a referral program. So once you invest, you'll be able to generate your own referral code. And if that person has friends or family or colleagues or
Nice.
whoever, clients who want to invest, they can share their referral code and the same thing applies. It's 50 for the person who invests and then 50 for the person who referred them.
Wow. Double dip, folks. I like it. I like it.
And you can
All
do
right,
that up to
folks.
10,000 in shares, just so you know.
There, there you go. I like that. There's a limit. There's a cap. I like it. So, folks, do me a favor. I know a lot of you are going to poke around. Leave comments below. Let me know what questions I should ask. I really think Nick's going to come back. He's going to be one of those guys that come back maybe every couple of weeks, because I think fractional ownership is a way to go. It seems like this is legit, registered with the SEC. Every question I asked, I got the answer I was hoping for. But your audience, I'm for you. So let me know what questions you have below. I'll ask them next time. Next time, probably we'll pull up the app. Maybe we'll do that next time. But Nick, any closing thoughts?
Yeah, closing thoughts are I'm excited to see engagement. Your audience is awesome. So if anyone wants to reach out, my email is pretty easy. It's just nickroman@realbricks.com. My phone number is up on the site. I'm the head of investor relations here, so I'm on the phone all
Nice.
day with investors. And yeah, really looking forward to this, Mike, and thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, buddy. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Again, I think this is, you guys are filling a need. You're doing it the right way. It's not cheap to get registered with the SEC. I'm sure it's more paperwork than you care to admit,
Yep.
but it is the right way for long-term success. It's one of the reasons you're on my channel, because I think you're doing it the right way. You're not just some fly-by-night, thing. There's caps, and every question I asked, I got what I wanted. So thank you for that. Nick, take care, and we'll see you again.
Sounds good. Thanks, Mike.
All right, folks. Don't forget, or at 50, get your $50 for free. Later.